Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Chelsea, Liverpool, 2-1. What a game. What a game. First time I think we've beaten someone in that traditional top six. And no, Tottenham does not count since the takeover. What an incredible win. What an incredible feeling. Oh my God. This is the English champions. Yes, they're maybe not as good as this season, but man, they have spent a lot of money on good players and they still have a very good team. And we managed to squeeze out a win in 90+6 from Esteval. Oh my God. Could not have asked for a better game. I thought we were incredible. That starting lineup, I think, confused a lot of people. Gusto playing inverted in the midfield with Reece James on the right side. Enzo being pushed up. Both Garnacho and Neto starting. João Pedro. Yeah, I wasn't sure how this is going to go, but man, we basically dominated that first half. Man, we were playing our asses off from every position. Everyone was amazing. Starting from Sanchez being strong in the air, coming out for crosses, saving the saves that he needed to save. Really good distribution when he got the ball. Really, absolutely no complaints from Sanchez. The one goal that they scored, he had absolutely no chance to stop that. Defense, Bariashil, I have given him so much shit. But he looks fit, he looks ready, and he was strong today, holding off one of the best attacks in the whole league, keeping Gapko quiet for, apart from that one goal, just being really strong, coming out to press when he needed to, running out with the ball, really good long range passes too. Something that I have always griped about him is that he makes really bad decisions with his passes, but today they were on point. And then, of course, Gusto, also strong in midfield, ran his ass off. Could you say he was at mistake for the goal? Maybe, but it was like such a crazy nice touch from Itzhak. There is just no preventing that one. And I think Gapko was just in a better position. Gusto was behind him. There was not much he could do to stop that goal. And plus, Cucurella already tried to stop the cross too. And yeah, it was one of those fluke goals where it was a deflected cross, and Isak had this nasty spin and touch in the box, and then left it for Gapko. So yeah, credit to Liverpool. That was a great goal on their part. I don't think there was much better we could have done with that one. It's just one of those that just happens. But man, first goal, Moises Caicedo, best midfielder in the whole league by far, in all of Europe, I think. By far, getting the ball in the middle. He just kept going. No one closed him down. And he just drilled that into that top left corner. I think afterwards they asked him, like, did you know it was going in when you hit it? He was like, oh yeah. It's one of those where the second he hit it, he knew it was going in. No chance saving it. Incredible. He doesn't score often, but whenever he does, it's always a goal of the season. It's incredible. And I think he has 3 goals already this season. Yeah. 3 or 4 goals already. Crazy Caicedo. Like, that's what we need. That's what we need when we have trouble breaking teams down. Is we need someone from midfield to step up and just blast it into the corner like he just did. And then the rest of the game, like, I thought everyone played really well. Enzo Fernandez going forward, he was absolutely everywhere today. He ran his ass off. He was at the heart of every single play. Really good progressive passing. Yeah. And then at the end of the game, he nearly scored off of an incredible cross by Esteval. And he got his head on it, and it just hit the bar. It's just like, oh my God. And I think that was like the 91st minute. Garnacho also did really well on that left side. There was that one penalty shout. I did think he went down a little bit too soft. Initially, I thought maybe that Liverpool player tripped him, but no, there was no tripping. He just put his hand like lightly on his back. I think he could have stayed up, and I think he had more than enough room to actually put in a cross. So next time, Garnacho, just don't go for those. Just stay up, man. Just get the cross in. That's going to give us a better chance. But apart from that, I think he did a fantastic job. He really good counter pressing, just constantly running, constantly an outlet, taking on people one-on-one, doing everything that he wanted him to do on that side. And then I think it was off of one corner on the right side where we had a break. Yeah, I think it was off of a break where Neto got the ball to him and he almost scored, hit the post. Unlucky. I think a goal is coming from him sooner rather than later. And then Neto on the other side, really such good defensive work, tracking back. Something that Estevao probably isn't doing as well as he does, just because Neto has more experience in the league. He does not mind sprinting either way. He will sprint back into defense as much as he sprints forward into attack. And yeah, can't fault him on that. And he had several very good breakaways on that right side, putting in good crosses. No complaints. João Pedro, being João Pedro, yeah, still great. Still our best striker by far. Yeah, and then the second half, apart from that one goal to Liverpool, it was really end-to-end, both sides. Liverpool had several chances where they just did not capitalize on. And I think it's just because a lot of the team is new in the attack. Salah is just not the Salah of previous seasons. There were a couple of breaks by him where I was, a couple seasons ago, I would have been terrified of him scoring. It would have been basically a guarantee, but today he just didn't have his shooting boots. So thank God. And then Maresca made some key changes, putting on Estevao, putting on Mark Guiu for once. Oh my God, we actually have someone who can really press again, and not putting on Tyreek George, right? Who's not a real striker. And then putting on Gittins, who I've been extremely disappointed in. But this game, he really showed his quality. Constantly dangerous on the left side, taking on people one-to-one. He put him at least one really good shot that forced a good save from the Liverpool goalie. There was another one. It was a fast break goal out to him. He had to have gotten a better touch. Like, he was through on goal. If he just had a better touch, he would have been fine. Similar with Mark Guiu. There was one really good ball that Estevao played to him where if he had a better touch, he would have been through on goal. This is the problem with really young players, is they're inconsistent, and they showed kind of like the areas they could work on with those two plays. But thankfully, end of the game, Enzo with that all-important assist on an assist, getting a really nice through ball to Cucurella, who was on the spot. He saw that pass, got onto it, put in the cross. And then you could tell Robertson was just exhausted at that point in the game because he was not covering Estevao very well. And back post, tap in, but he still needed to finish. What a way to get your first goal for Chelsea. Just blew that roof off the stadium. Incredible, man. If there was any game I wish I could have been, at the bar watching or at the stadium watching, it would have been this one. What a finish. You could tell how much it meant to the players, how much it meant to Estevao to get his first goal for the club, and how much it meant to Maresca, running down the field, Mourinho style, celebrating with the crowd, getting a second yellow and another sent-off. There's, I think, third or fourth red card in a row for us. But anyways, couldn't have asked for better. What a perfect finish to this game. And most importantly, what a all important mental hurdle for this team to get past. Knowing that we don't just beat PSG for their final game this season, for their least important cup when they're probably already halfway on vacation. We beat a Liverpool who spent record summer signings on record spendings, getting the best striker in the league, best attacking midfield from the Bundesliga, key, fullbacks that they needed to replace. And still, we beat them. We went toe-to-toe with them at home. And we beat them in the end. And now we can finally say we have been one of the top 4 clubs in the league, one of the top 6, traditional big 6 clubs. And I hope what this will do to the team is to push them forward, know that we can do this as long as we play like this every single week. And we have to give 110%. Everybody needs to be on their A game. And if we do that, we can beat any team in Europe, any team. So next step is to show consistency, play every single game with this kind of passion, and we are good. And that's what this young team needs to learn. And that's what Maresca needs to learn as a manager too. Fire your team up like this for every single game. make good substitutions like he did today every single game. And if he does that, then man, yeah, I have no doubts in this team if this is the way we're going to play going forward. So absolutely 20 out of 10 performance from everybody. No complaints at all. Incredible win. Up to Chelsea. Cannot wait for the next game. Peace.